Hey guys, we're gonna be ruining math today. And let's start off with the easiest concept, addition. Well, how we're gonna ruin this is by making it harder. And we might just see some calculus in here. Might, I don't know. But it will get wild. So let's see. So let's start with the most basic thing everybody knows, or they should know, which is 1 plus 1 equals 2. But like I want to do, I'm not gonna let that be the hardest way. 1 plus 1, that's 1 times 1 plus 1 times 1. And I don't have the times symbol. I mean, I could add it, but I'm just gonna use that for now. And so that's, yeah, fine, but it's not that difficult. Third graders could do it. Okay, well, let's make it even harder. Well, I to the power of 4 is equal to 1 because I squared is equal to negative 1 and then squared is equal to 1. So that means that I to the 4th power is equivalent to the 1. So let's replace that concept. So you see I'm going to replace the 1's with I to the power of 4. I to the power 4. I to the power 4. This is an imaginary number if you didn't know. I to the power of 4. Okay, there we go. Now, this is the same as multiplying this by 2. This section right here, multiplying this by 2. So, let's put this in brackets first. I think that would be better if we put in brackets anyways. Okay. There we go. We just got a more harder version of 1 plus 1, which is basically 2 times 1. Now, I think we could go higher because we can. Okay, so if we're using imaginary concepts, then why can't we use split imaginary? Or how about the square root of I, which nobody really talks about, but there you have it. You're multiplying this whole section by 2, which means you're multiplying this by 2, like this section and this section by 2, which means that so that'll be 2 times, well, actually, I don't know if that's the rules of math. I don't think so. But we're not going to do that because that turns out to have a result of 4. So that's wrong. But how about if we add an I? Because think of it, this is equal to 2. And then if we add an I, well, actually, we could divide I. Oh, that's perfect. Well, what if we divide 2 from this equation? But that would be 1 because 2 divided by 2. Yeah, but we're not going to do that. I just don't like that. So that means I to the power 4 times I to the power 4 is just equal to nothing, I guess. Well, actually 1, but you know what I mean. Let's actually open up a source. Well, I don't know. To go with an answer of what? Any integral. I know what an integral is. A simple example of an integral that equals 1. Okay, perfect. Love this. I do, even though I'm in a grade way below, I'm not going to mention it, but I'm in a grade way below, but I do, something went wrong there, but I do know calculus. No, okay, so sorry about that. Let me actually, okay, I'm going to need that. Okay, so what I mentioned earlier is to use the symbols, equation, and then we could go on to this, and then they have the integrals here. Okay, what was it? I think that was 0 to 1. So yeah, 0 to 1, 0. Oh my gosh. 0 to 1, 1 dx. Dx means like 1 over infinity. That's proof that I know calculus. There would be more proof throughout this channel, but yeah. This is equivalent to 1, which is also equivalent to this. So, if we really do this, we could just multiply this whole integral by 2, and this is equivalent to 1 plus 1. This is probably like the hardest way you could solve it. Okay? You could do that with other equations, like 2 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 4 plus 5. I don't care what you do, just you could do the same thing anyways. But we're going to move on to multiplication. How to ruin problems like 4 times, let's do 6 for example. Everyone knows that's 24, or if you're a 3rd grader or above. But this, we're going to ruin this. We're going to use this concept right here. This is equal to 1. We're going to replace the 2. Just watch me. Okay, sorry, I have no idea what's... Okay, Control C. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay. So, since that's equivalent, we could just write this as 4. So we could take this, since this is equal to 2, and multiply this by 2 to get 4. And the same thing here. We could do here times and b again, but gonna surround it by 3 parentheses. Okay, I'm loving it so far. It's perfect. It's still equal to the equation, just less easier, definitely, and especially for people around my age. People around my age, like people in my class, don't know calculus. Probably only learning exponents. I mean, you learn that in 6th, 7th, 8th grade. And I'm in one of those grades. Okay, so this is perfect because then we get to solve the equation like this. Now, this is probably the happiest I could get right now. Yeah. But I haven't planned exponents, so let's try doing that. 6 to the 5th power. That's 6 to the 4 to the, well, no. That's 6 to the 4 times 6, which is 1296 times 6. I'm not calculating that. Let me see. 1296 times 6. And that is 7776. So 7776. So that's easy. That's just the answer. But we're going to do something way more impressive. Get ready to crack your knuckles. Okay, just kidding. Watch me make this one of the most hardest lectures of your life. You probably know where this is going. Oops. Okay, that's 6 sixes. Okay. Now, I'm gonna torture you with... No. Sorry. I'm gonna torture you guys with this. Wah. Bam. Let's do it. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Okay. Okay. And yes, I am gonna use this now because it's really bothering me now. Okay. Right here. Control V. Oh my gosh. V. I'm so sorry. So times time. So this times this times this times this times this times. So I still need this. Ooh, that's ugly. Well, I don't like how it's separated like that. Okay. Move this down. This is gonna be one of your most hardest lectures ever. That's it for today's video. You could give me ideas in the comments section or whatever, what I should do next with math. Next thing I'm doing that is not going to be part of your comments is ranking numbers and actually fixing how they look because I don't like designs. So yeah, bye. One last thing. Let me just fix this. Well, I already fixed this, but let me just fix this. Okay, sorry. I already did this. I just... Something went wrong in my previous clip of this. Oh yeah, just to let you know, spoiler for the next video. I kind of already told you, but... Here, let me just... I might remake one to look like just a stick, like... Oh my gosh, this background, it's so annoying. Like a stick, like... Sorry. But like this is how I'm gonna plan to make one. I don't know. Anyways, bye. Oh yeah, don't forget. Well, I'm not gonna force you, but I'll appreciate it if you subscribed or even liked. Liking is fine.